Hi, welcome to your mind-body connection. My name is Xandra, and today's strength class is focusing on the shoulders and the back. Our shoulders are the most mobile joints in our bodies, and with that mobility, we are more vulnerable to instability, imbalances, and even injury. So when it comes to strength, we want to focus on all the muscles in the shoulder girdle from the front, top, side, moving into your upper back. That strength creates more stability for your shoulder joints. And then we also want to bring the balance of flexibility into it as well to maintain that healthy range of motion. So although we are primarily focusing on strength, we'll weave some stretching into the mix as well. Now, I do recommend for the weights either between 1 to 5 pounds. You can always switch up the weight throughout or even drop the weight altogether. But one of the most important things to remember is we listen to the body's feedback. We don't push to the point of compromising the body, and stay patient with yourself throughout your practice. So let's start just by warming up our body. So taking a strong standing position within, grounding through the feet, engaging your legs, start to ignite the energy of your core. Now inhale, reach your arms up high, interlace all fingers, press your palms up, create a lot of length and space as you lift. Take another inhale, and then as you exhale, lean over to the right side stretch. Inhale back through center, lift and lengthen. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, arms behind you, interlace the fingers. If that's not quite accessible, you can always use a towel between your hands or even grab onto your elbows. We want to feel the shoulder blades start to draw together, fronts of shoulders open, heart open as well. And then maybe you take the gaze up or drop the head back if that feels okay for the neck. Take just one more deep breath in, full breath out. Release fingertips to the tops of your shoulders. We'll just start to work into our range of motion. So as you inhale, draw the elbows in and up, and as you exhale, draw them down and back. Inhale together and up, exhale down and back. Noticing those areas of tightness or restriction, just working into opening. And then we'll go the other way. So opposite direction of your circle, maybe there's some popping sounds happening. We're observing how we feel today, no judgment, just observation. And then let that go. Now reach the arms out wide, stretch, and then just start to work your arms in front of you, crisscrossing opposite arm on top each time you come forward. So creating a little bit of a quicker movement here, continuing with our warm-up. Just a few more. And release. Now grabbing hold of your weights, we will start with our lateral raises. So maintaining that strong stance within your body. We want to feel supported through the feet, active legs, low belly hugging in and up, maintaining that stability for ourselves as we add the movement in. Now, as you reach the arms out, try not to lift your hands higher than the shoulders. Ready? Let's go. So starting with this mindful, slow and controlled movement. So it's not about how many can we do, how quickly can we get this done, but feeling into the action of the movement that you're creating as you build into your strength. And each time you work into your strength, right, just check in. How do these weights feel? Adjusting whenever you need to. All right, we just have 5 more. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're holding little pulses. So maybe you're already starting to feel that burn in the shoulders as you build into your strength. Have a little bend into your knees, so not locking out. Just a little bit longer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that. You can always roll the shoulders anytime for a little extra release. All right, now working into our overhead press. So bending your elbows, that 90-degree angle. And then as you reach the arms up, little tap of your weights together. And then as you draw down, hug the elbows in towards your waist. Lifting up and then pulling down. So feel that action of drawing the arms down and in towards your side body. And we're starting to work into our scapula, our shoulder blade movement as well, lifting and lowering. We just have a few more, almost there. Slow and controlled is not necessarily easy to do. Finish out one more. And then coming into that 90-degree hold, little pulses. Feeling into that subtle movement that creates a lot of strength, a lot of sensation. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let that go. Shake it out. Do whatever you need to do. Now working into that 90-degree angle once again. This time our arms will stay in this position, but we're lowering the hands down to be in line with the elbows. So just starting to lower the hands down and then stacking them above the elbows as you lift back up. Slow and controlled. I'm already feeling it into my shoulders. I don't know about you, but it doesn't take a lot, right? It doesn't take super heavy weights, a lot of reps to start to build into our strength, working into that stability as well. We're doing 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. All right, let that go. Roll it out, whatever you need to do. Now working into that lateral lift once again. So hands in line with your shoulders here. Now we're drawing little circles. Doesn't matter which way you start, we will switch the direction. Stay strong in your low body as that support, a little bend into the knees. And then go ahead and go the opposite direction. Amazing work. Stick with it. We're almost done with this. Last little bit here. Finishing out strong. And then release. Let it go. The last standing strength exercise that we'll do are back flies. So we are going to bend into our knees a little bit more, but we want to avoid rounding the back. So we want to keep our spine nice and long, little bend into the knees, bringing the weights together. There's some bend into your elbows, and then you just work the weights out and back. So feeling into our shoulder blade movement here, squeezing the shoulder blades together as we draw the weights back. And then we're feeling that movement of shoulder blades moving away from the spine as we bring the weights back together. Slow and controlled. What is the quality that you are bringing into your strength here? We're not trying to rush through it. Even if we are feeling the challenge, we know that we are not going to be here forever. So last little bit here. We just have 2 more. Last one. And release. Okay, we are moving now onto our hands and our knees, tabletop position. And we'll work just a little bit of that movement once again for our shoulder blades, our scapula, working through our cat-cow and feeling into retraction, shoulder blades together, protraction, shoulder blades apart. So you can just set your weights down for now. And as you come into your tabletop, spread the fingers wide, shoulders are right above your wrist, hips are above the knees. Now inhale, drop your belly, feel the shoulder blades move together, take the gaze up. Exhale, rounding into your spine. Draw the navel up and in, shoulder blades apart. Inhale, cow pose, just feeling into the movement here. Exhale, round. Just 2 more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, last time through, and exhale. Now coming to your neutral position of your spine, start to activate that core connection. So low belly hugs in and up, and now grabbing hold of your weight into your right hand. Stay strong through your foundation, left hand, knees, and feet. And we're just lifting our arm forward. So inhale, raise the arm, and exhale, lower. And just notice how this feels. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Try to keep the back of your neck long. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Just 2 more. Lifting and lowering, slow and controlled. Last one, finish it out. Release for a moment, let that go. Now adding on some balance. So start by lifting your left leg up and back behind you. Internally rotate your left leg, toes pointing straight down. Keep that connection to your core, low belly hugging in and up. Now reach your right arm forward just like you did a moment ago. Now as we add the movement in, right elbow hugs back and up, left knee to left elbow. So take a deep breath in, linking breath with movement. Exhale, knee to elbow, hug right elbow up and back. And then inhale, lengthen right arm forward, left leg back. Exhale, left knee to elbow, right elbow up and back. So just moving slow and controlled here. Again, not easy to do. We just have a few more of these. Last one. Now holding out your leg, your arm, little pulses. This is how we finish on this side. Stay with it. Amazing job. Last little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Roll the shoulders. Shake it off. If you want to take child's pose for a moment, that might feel really nice. And then just check in with how you are feeling, the physical changes that have happened, the strength that you're building, practicing with patience, honoring your body's feedback, and being patient with yourself. Second side, here we go. So tabletop position, weight into your left hand. Stay grounded through the right hand, knees and feet. And we're just starting with the arm lifts. So inhale, lift your left arm forward. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale forward. Exhale down. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Lifting and lowering. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now starting by lifting the right leg up and back behind you, dial your toes straight down, feeling our hips level off. Keep your core engaged, gaze is down, left arm reaches forward. So it's right knee to right elbow, left elbow hugging back and up. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, hug in, draw the elbow up and back, tap knee to elbow, inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, hug everything in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hug in. Just 2 more. Feeling stronger. Last one. And now we lengthen back out as much as we can. Little pulses. Remember, this is how we finish. Stay with it. You are getting stronger mentally and physically. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Let it go, rest, whatever you need to do. Take a moment, take a few deep breaths. Now working our way back into our tabletop, we'll work through some yogi push-ups. So thinking chaturanga dandasana, elbows are squeezing in. We're trying to keep shoulders either aligned with the elbows or a little bit above. So let's start on our knees as we come into it. Knees come a little bit behind our hips now. You're rooting down through the palms and the knuckles of your fingers. Now take a moment to feel your shoulder blades draw down your back. So creating that length downwards. Now inhale, shift a little forward. Keep your core strong. Exhale, lower just halfway. Slow and controlled here. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, lower just halfway. Squeeze the elbows in towards your ribs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. You can always check in. Make sure your shoulders aren't dipping too low. There is a lift to our heart as we work through it. We just have 2 more. Last one. And release. Not easy to move slowly and mindfully through it, but when we are mindful, we move slower. We are building into more strength, more intentionally, really feeling our way through it. Okay, so either doing that again on your knees, or this time lift your knees up. So being mindful of your alignment, grounding through the hands, shoulder blades draw down your back, heart is lifted, low belly in and up. Inhale, shift a little forward. Exhale, lower just halfway. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, lower. It's okay if you're struggling. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower. I'm having some struggles too. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Just a few more. You got it. You can always take the knees down if you need to. Let's do one more. And release. Child's pose with the shoulders stretched. So as you sit back onto your heels, come onto the fingertips. And then as you drop your head and your heart towards the earth, traction your fingers towards your knees. They won't actually move, but you'll feel into that stretch there. Slow down the rhythm of your breath. Feel into the rest, the stretch, the release. Now making your way up, and we'll do just a few more stretches here before we get back into our strength. So you can sit back on your heels or even come into cross-legged here. Reach the arms out wide. Now bring right arm across and bring left elbow against the right elbow. Now draw your arm back. Feel into the stretch of the front of the shoulder. Sitting up nice and tall through the spine. Just breathe into those areas of the shoulders, the upper back where you feel it the most. Now releasing that, bring the right hand to the nape of the neck. Grab hold of your right elbow with your left hand and start to draw the elbow back in space. Now begin to lean slightly over to your left. Come back through to center. Release the arms out wide. Now we'll bring left arm over, hooking right elbow against the left elbow, and then draw the arm back. Feel into the stretch, the front of your shoulder. Keep breathing as deeply as you can, enjoying this little moment of rest, stretching, working into our flexibility. Now bringing your hand to the nape of the neck, grab hold of your elbow, draw the elbow back in space. And then leaning slightly to the right. Making your way back through to center, releasing that, come back through to tabletop position. We'll do one more strength here in our tabletop. Move to our belly next. You're doing amazing, getting stronger. Okay, so bringing the weight back into the right hand, coming back into that 90-degree bend of our elbow. Now inhale, just bring your elbow out. Exhale, bring it back in. We're back in it, feeling into our strength, working slow and controlled. Lifting up and then lowering. Up and lower. Just 4 more. Last 3, 2, now 1, holding, and just notice how this feels. Just hold it, breathe as deeply as you can, feeling into your strength. Take one more deep breath in, full breath out, and release, switching sides, grounding down through the right hand, coming into that 90-degree bend. And then as you inhale, lift the elbow up and out, exhale down. Lifting and lowering. Notice too the difference between right and left side. Like I said before, we tend to be imbalanced from right to left. Maybe we've had an injury on one side. Maybe there's some instability there. So just noticing, no judgment, just observation. Finishing out our last few here. Last one, and here is where we hold and we just do our best to stay grounded, stay focused. There's a little shakiness, that's totally normal. Take one more deep breath in, full breath out, and release. Now making our way onto our bellies, just have your weights nearby as you lower down. We'll start with some work into our upper back. So hovering cobra pose. Hands are underneath the shoulders, elbows are squeezing in, and make sure your shoulders are moving down and away from the ears. You're grounding through the legs, tops of the feet, hip bones press into your mat. Now inhale, lift and hover your hands. Exhale, soften back down. Does not matter how high you can lift. Inhale, lift through the chest, exhale, lower. We're just igniting that strength, back body. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, soften down. Last one, inhale and exhale. Just drop your forehead down for a moment. Relax. Now bringing your hands wider than your mat. Come onto your fingertips. Lift your elbows up. So we're working a little bit of strength here, but also stretching into the front of the shoulder. Inhale, press into the fingertips. Lift through the heart. Exhale, dip your right shoulder down. Gaze towards the left. Inhale, come through to center. Exhale, drop the left shoulder down. Gaze to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip the right shoulder down. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder dips. Now inhale, come back to center. Hold for just another moment. Release all the way down. Bring your hands back by your hips. Here's where you grab your weights. Palms are facing up. So remember, at this point in the practice, if you feel like you're done with the weights, that is totally cool. You are practicing for yourself. Do what feels right. So as we inhale, we are lifting the chest, lifting the arms as high up as we can, shoulder blades together, and then exhale, soften down. Inhale, lift, open through your heart. Exhale, release. We're building some strength into the arms here too. Inhale, lift, feel the triceps engage. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last 3, lift and lower. Inhale, exhale, 1 more. Inhale, exhale. Now coming back into it, we are holding now, doing your best. Maybe you lift your feet as well. Notice if your shoulders are lifting towards the ears, move them away from the ears. Shoulder blades together, lift through the arms, breathe a little bit deeper. Last moment here. And then let that go. Right ear to the mat. Soften your body. Let everything relax in this moment. Notice the shift of energy, how you feel. We just have 1 more little strength move here, my friends. So bringing your hands forward, Gaze is down, palms are down. We are coming into our swimmers. So lift the arms, lift your legs, and then you just start to swim it out. So that quicker movement here, feeling the strength of our back body. Remember, this is how we finish. Last little bit of effort here. Stay with it, stay strong. Maybe you're lifting a little bit higher. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come back by your hips. Left ear comes down. Relax into your body. Deepen your breath. Notice how you feel. Now moving through to a child's pose. Feel the release of your low back. And then making your way up through to tabletop position, finishing out with just a few last little bit of stretching here. So grounding down through your left hand, inhale, sweep your right arm up towards the sky. So feel the stretch. And then weaving your right arm underneath your left, bringing the right ear down to the mat. Now make sure that you're not pouring too much weight forward into your head and your neck. Your hips are lifting up and back. And you can reposition the left hand. It can stay here, or it can reach forward. Or if it feels okay for your shoulder, half bind, reaching the left arm behind your back towards the right hip. Feeling the stretch into the front of the shoulder again. Breathing into those parts of your body where you feel it the most. And then releasing, switching sides. Left arm lengthens up. We feel into the twist, the openness first. And then weaving your arm underneath towards the right. Left ear comes down. Just check in with your head and your neck. Make sure your hips are pressing up and back. And you can reposition the right arm if you'd like. Keep breathing as deeply as you can, staying in the moment, feeling into the release of all that strength that you built. Now we'll start to release out of this and make our way back to standing. So finishing out with a few of the things that we started with, noticing the difference within our bodies. Inhale, stretch up, reach up, interlace all your fingers, press your palms up. Exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale through to center. Now round forward, pressing through the palms, broadening your upper back, stretching into the upper back muscles. Come all the way back up, arms reach behind you. Go for the shoulder, the heart opener here. Maybe your gaze goes up. You can drop your head back. Releasing, and just a few shoulder rolls here. Bringing your hands to your heart. Give your body, yourself, that love and gratitude that you committed to this practice. Sometimes that's the hardest part, is showing up for ourselves. But you did amazing, and I hope to see you soon.